Thanks for staying with us at STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and I'm back with Kim Schlau. We've been talking about the tragic accident in 2007 that took the lives of your two dear teenage daughters. And now, 7 years later, you're already seeing the impact of the message that you're bringing primarily to police officers, but also the general public, about distractions while driving, texting, computer use, that kind of thing. But take us back. So this accident happened in 2007. How long did it take you to realize there was a message to be told and to find that motivation and energy within yourself to go out and be that person? I started a scholarship foundation for them. We had our first fundraiser in July of 2008. Jessica was a freshman at Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville, and we had just gone through all of the trying to get her to college paperwork and things, and I thought, you know, there's got to be an easier way. So we had so many, so much community support, so much outpouring from the community, and I thought, I'll take this money that the community is giving to us and we'll make scholarships with it, and help other kids go to college, because it was just, something I had just gone through, and I thought it would, it would help and it would be a lasting legacy. Education is very important, and I always told my daughters education was really important. So we started we did the fundraiser. We have a scholarship fund at Southern Illinois University in Jessica's name. Then we also have one for Kelly. The first scholarship from it was given out in 2012, which would have been her graduating year, and 3 young ladies from Collinsville High School received $500 each to help them go to college. And so we've given out a total of, I think, 8 or 9 scholarships since then to Collinsville High School students going to school. And then in 2010, I was contacted by the Chief of Police then, Tim Fitch, who was since retired, and he was St. Louis County Chief, and he said, can you come to our academy and tell the story about your daughters? I think it will have a bigger impact if you tell it than the trainers standing up here telling the story. So you had the impression they had been telling your story already, and he reached out to you. Yes, they had been using it as a training tool, and he asked me if I wanted to come over and tell it myself. So I went over with an oversized photo of Jessica and Kelly and talked to the recruits for about 10 minutes, and it has since snowballed into a almost hour program that I do, and I do it across the country. I still go back to St. Louis County though. Yeah. So when you first got that phone call, and it was the first time you were asked to go out and speak publicly about this accident and about your daughters, how did that feel? I was really nervous. I wasn't sure exactly what he wanted me to say, and he said, just tell the story, just talk about your daughters. You're their mom. Give them, give them their personality. We didn't know them, but you do. Tell us about them. And so that's what I started doing. And what message was he trying to convey to his officers? He was trying to say, if we can get to these officers, these recruits, when they're young and in the academy, before they get out on the street and start, making bad habits, if we can get to them first, maybe we'll save some lives. Because studies have shown that if a police officer can make it the first 5 years without having a crash, their chances of having a crash later in their career drops dramatically. So he wanted me to just kind of come in and help them stay safe. And so I do, and I've still go and still talk. And now you go out around the country and speak to training officers and training classes primarily? I go to law enforcement training conferences. I speak to in-service officers. I go to specific departments. And what about the public as a whole? Because we can all learn from this. Everybody is using their phones when they're driving. So do you speak to the public as well? I'm starting to. My Jessica and Kelly left behind a younger sister, Madeline. She was 8. She's 15 now, and I just recently spoke to her driver's education classes at her school, and they want me to come back and speak to the future driver's ed classes. So I'm going to start doing that and starting to talk more to non-police officers as well. But it is a very important message that all of us need to remember: wear your seatbelt, slow down, watch your speed, and don't be distracted. Absolutely. It's just so easy in today's world, but we're so happy to be able to
to share your story and learn from your experience and to help spread the word as well. So
Thank you
Kim,
so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're interested in having Kim present to your class or your group, you can find her on Facebook under Kimberly Schlau Public Safety. And for more information on the Jessica and Kelli Uhl Foundation, visit jessicaandkelliuhl.com. We'll be back with more STL TV Live after this break.